Hello, welcome to ALW Collectibles. Today we're jumping back into the world of the Transformers. This time with War for Cybertron, Kingdom, 2021 Voyager class, Generation Selects, Artfire. And he looks pretty sharp. Of course, keeping with the fire truck theme, we're going to finish off the set for now. There's still more to come, but this is one I've been waiting to do. He is part of a subline that was released that are internet exclusives. They are additions to each set. And his Generation Selects set that he is attached to is Kingdom, which I thought was really cool. Having said that, he does come with a lot of accessories. And as you can see, the color palette on this is really nice. And I just wanted to point that out. You got white, red, black. But then if you look at the bucket for the head and the attachments in the back, they're a cream white. Interesting coloration. Just wanted to note that. Really cool. But accessories he comes with is really sharp. And he is a target master or battle master, whatever you want to call it. He comes with Nightstick, my least favorite Transformer accessory or any toy line, blast effects parts. I'm just not a fan of them. I've been into it too many times. Nozzle on the side of the head, two hoses on the legs. He comes with his extinguisher blaster and the nozzle. And of course, this is all in storage mode. All of this comes off of him, and he looks really sharp. So let's take some of this stuff off of him so you can see what he looks like with just Artfire. Of course, we're going to lose that. And so let's take a look at some of his accessories a little closer up. We have this nozzle, which is black and painted silver as I throw it. I say it 100 times, I'm not a professional with this by any stretch of the imagination. We have his extinguisher blaster, which is the common weapon for this mold. Really cool. Looks nice. We have this little gun, which can come off the side of his head, which is just another gray nozzle hose. Hose nozzle. Wow, I said it backwards. Again, see, never give me anything breakable. Looks really sharp. And of course, these little guys can come off the legs. Which are just the coiled hoses. And they are not left and, oh, I'm sorry, yes, they are. They are left and right. And of course, you get, as soon as I'm done throwing things, here they are. The blast effects parts. And you get two like this, the little cone shape. And you get two, which is almost like a plasma blast. And the reason these are colored blue, translucent blue, is they're supposed to represent water. And Nightstick, we will take a look at later as we do the review, because we're going to look into him and transform him. Really cool. This is a representation of a G1 Transformer that was exclusive to Japan. So we'll get into all that information as the video continues. So yeah, real fun. A lot of accessories to play with this guy. So let's take a closer look at him. Nicely sculpted head. I like that. You got the silver. Mine's got a little overpaint on his. Blue, silver, blue. And then, of course, you got the cream colored backdrop for the head. white body, and he does have blast effects ports, blast effects ports right here. There's 3 of them in the front. And of course, this is Inferno, Grapple, um, Hauler's another mold for this one. So this mold was used a lot. And each one I think is really sharp. And the ironic part is the legs here were actually cast black and they're painted red. So that's what I think is really sharp. They're actually painted. I'm sorry, cast white. I said black. Wow. They're cast white. You can see the white inside the peg hole here. They're cast white and they painted them red. So really sharp. So before we get too in depth into him, let's take a look at Nightstick. And this Nightstick is a recolor of Siege Fire Drive, which these are his original blast effects parts. These two smaller ones, and the other two are from a blaster. I can't even say the name. From Siege Battlemaster Aimless. I had to think about that one there. All right, so let's transform this little guy so you can see. He is in gun mode right now. First thing I'm going to do is separate the hands, bring down the legs. Those are pegged in. And this section here is going to close up. And this is just going to fold onto his back like so. And there is Nightstick. And he is different from Scourge's Nightstick. He is not the same character. He's colored identical. You know, got the silver body with the red face and the black limbs. Fun thing about these guys is you can actually take this off. It just pulls right off. It just pegs on right in the back here. And he can hold, with the pegs on his arms, his own weaponry. So that's really cool. We need to stick these on again. I don't know what it is. I mean, I'm just not a fan of blast effects parts. I think because I lose them, I'd end up losing them if I was a kid and I played with them. It's probably my issue. His thing with though is balancing with that weapon. He does not have a good balance when it comes to this weapon. But overall, really cool, really nice. I like the Target Master. And this just reclips on right here. Like so. Cool little guy. I couldn't find a bio for this particular nightstick at all, which kind of disturbed me because I wanted to do a bio on him too, but he is just missing in action. So let's move all him off to the side for a few minutes and let's look at Inferno. Of course, he can hold his extinguisher blaster in either hand. And these just plug right into the leg. And the way they coil, left or right, this piece should be pointing back. So it should loop that way. And again, molding on these, fantastic. I love the designs. I think it looks really nice. You can do the nozzle hand on him if you wish. Just flip that and plug that right in. And of course, this piece just pegs on right next to the head. So one of the issues with the colors I was talking about is the leg parts here in the original toy are actually a stone gray. And in this toy, they replaced them with black. Same thing, there should be a little gray up here. So all his stone gray was replaced with black. It is what it is. And for this mold, with the issue with grapple, was repaired with this one as well. So when we get to that, I'll show you the repair job. Really cool. So we're going to transform him. And as usual, it's the same transformation. We're going to start at the head, bring it back. We're going to unhinge all this and bring it nice and straight just to get it out of my way. Next, we're going to come to the hands. I'm going to bring them up here and straighten the elbows. I'm going to rotate the fists in so that the 5mm pegs are on the outside now. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to rotate these in so these sit inside the cavity. Oh, I forgot one little detail. Bring it, rotate the hands so that the fists are on the bottom. Well, you can't even see. I just pulled a Voltron on you. So you're going to rotate the hands from this position to down, because you'll notice there's a peg on this side. You're going to come in, you're going to keep that nice and flat. Nice and flat. These are going to come in, and they're going to peg together right here, right in the middle. So I'm just going to bring this up. I'm going to flip the head bucket, and you can see it goes all the way around, and it looks really cool. Why am I doing that off to the side? And all I'm going to do is bring this on this hinge down. Next, we're going to do the legs. We're going to unpeg. Oh, can't even see what I'm doing. Open the legs up. Here we go. Right here, down, and out so that it's flat. We are going to retransform them afterwards and do articulation. Down. He's having the same issue as before. Reset that leg. Down and flat. Now I'm going to take this piece. There's a peg here, which is going to fit into this spot here. And when I bring these down, these, okay, there we go. Pinholes will go on, there we go, to these two pegs right here by my fingers. That plugs in there. These fins get pushed back. They will tab in. And we're going to take the front of the cab and we're going to bring it down. And where these pinholes are, we'll plug in to these two black pins right there. And we're going to take the ladder piece up. And I'm going to lay it flat. And there is Artfire in his vehicle mode. And of course, he's inspired by the Mitsubishi Fuso F-Series fire ladder truck. Same as Inferno. It's the exact same mold, just different coloration. And again, I still think it's pretty cool. So in this mode, rolls pretty decent. Not exactly perfect, but ladder can go up all the way around. Can extend. Uh-oh. Extend. All right, mine's stuck. Oh, wow, he doesn't want to come out of there. Well, it's supposed to extend. Oh, good God, that was tough. That was rough. Okay, let's try again. And he ended on transforming the whole back of him. There we go. So that's up. And of course, you can target master him up completely with all his weapons. You know, you've got the nozzle here, right on this peg. His blaster, like so. And the only issue is Nightstick really does not have a place to sit on him unless you plug him in here or here on the mold on this side. Um, although it is cool because your blast effects parts can do this. Again, not advocating for blast effects parts, but it is kind of cool you can do that. You know, he can be getting shot at many different angles like this. Again, like I was saying, the original Artfire is from the 1988 Transformers Headmaster series. Headmaster. Because he also was in Go. But don't quote me. I believe it was Headmaster. This is where he was supposed to be. I have to remember. I can't remember off the top of my head. It really is bothering me now. All right, move past that. Transformers exclusive to Japan. Let's put it like that. I don't remember the exact series. All right. Now we're going to take all this off. We're going to go through a little bio. We will transform him back, and then we will do a little articulation. Artfire is a target master sniper, a very patient and calm one. Can take out a target many miles away. He puts his friend's safety above all else. As a result, he often disobeys orders for their safety. So, rather interesting. That's a twist on this guy. A little bit of a twist. And the transforming back, I wanted to start doing this in some of my videos. I'm going to take that off. We're going to leave this on him. First thing I'm going to do, wow. Just to transform that actually disengages the entire back of the transformation, which is impressive. All right, so I put the ladder away. Next thing I'm going to do, and you can turn this the other way around if you want to. You're going to have that pin up on top, piston on top. I said pistol. And there's a peg up here too. So next thing we're going to do is unplug the back. Now that it's done it for us halfway. This hinge here, we're going to bring all of this down on the hinge, like so. We're going to unpeg all of this and just have it hang out. I'm going to open this up so you can see what we're doing. We're going to bring a leg down and back on that joint. Same thing. Down, back on that joint. And that is his legs. Next, we're going to come to the top half. Separate the arms and bring them around. And these do clip in. And these boxes will lock into here when you do that. Next, I'm going to do the hands one right here. I'm just going to flip them out and rotate it so the elbow's on the top. Flip it out. Rotate it so the elbow's on top. Next, I'm going to bring this straight. I'm going to fold this once into here, and it's going to lock twice. And I'm going to wait on the third fold from the top out is the way to open this. Now I'm going to fold this up one more time. And as before, you'll see how these are designed, how they have like a little clip on them. It's going to clip right into him. There. I'm going to bring this piece down and then bring it down one more time. And that is Artfire back into robot mode. Articulation for him in robot mode. Oh, wait, I forgot to open the wings. And of course, articulation, the wings can move back and forth. This, of course, comes on and off. I just leave it on there. His head will go 360, will not go side to side. Arms all the way around, up and down. Bicep, elbow, and of course for transformation, that'll go in and out. Look, you can pose in a muscle pose. Just me, just me. All right. So, of course, the ladder can move in this mode, can be extended. I think it's a pain. I'm not going to do it again. Rotate the hips. Very impressive front boot. You got to bring it out a little bit. Impressive back boot. He can do a full set, split. It's kind of sad. He can do the full exorcist, but he can't do the yes, yes, yes. Thigh rotation. Very good deep knee bend. And the ankle on these is fun. You can go back and forth. You have this for adjustment and side to side. So a lot of fun things you can do with this guy. So we're going to armor this back up. And I usually just plug my gun in right behind his head because I don't want to lose it. Like so. And then I take the transform nightstick. Fairly easy. Back piece comes up over the head and clips in. From the abdomen down. Not the pin back here, but just the abdomen and groin is going to come up. These are going to peg together. His toes are going to plug in right behind the barrels. Like so. His hands have a little notch right behind them, which goes on the hip and plugs in. And he plugs in. And you can hold them on either side. We can armor him up. He looks like he's taking a little bit of damage here, getting attacked. So yeah, posability, easily 10 out of 10. Really cool. I just wish there was a panel that covered this though. That's probably my only real complaint is the hollow forearm. Other than that, I think he's fantastic. I love it. Looks really cool. Overall rating on this for me, at least a 9 out of 10. Don't hit the box. Don't hit the box. Yay! He made it around. This has been Transformers War for Cybertron Generation Select Kingdom 2021 Voyager class Artfire. Again, I really can't say enough about this figure. If you like what you see, hit the like button, subscribe if you wish. Comments are always welcome. I want to say thank you to all the channel subscribers. I appreciate it. I've got more videos heading your way. I'm going to get ready for another one. Artfire is going to get ready to take out a Decepticon at 500 paces. You have a good day, all.